Masters of the Obvious intro. Hello and welcome to the Masters of the Obvious. I am Isaac Rodriguez, your host and the creator of the Double Ego Process. This is the place where we talk about things that are obvious to us, but not necessarily obvious to everyone else. For example, I've dealt with companies and CEOs that have gone in to run new companies and didn't see the problems that happened with the leaders that were there before. There were people that were telling other people that they weren't at a pay grade to know what it was that they were doing. And the CEO didn't know this for a period of time. My guest today, Joseph Paris, the author of the book, State of Readiness, knows about operational excellence, knows about CEOs going into companies and not seeing a lot of stuff, knows how to see what is not obvious to everyone else. Joseph, thanks so much for coming on. Tell me about this.
Thanks for having me, Isaac. It's a great pleasure to be here. So I have a client that's a financial institution, a credit union, and the CEO, the new CEO, salt of the earth, one of my favorite CEOs of all time. But he has this culture of leadership. He wants to instill a culture of leadership where everybody is on board and makes decisions. But unfortunately, the CEO before him was very autocratic, and no decisions were made unless that decision was put forth. And getting the people to change their perspective to a new way of thinking has been very, very challenging. And I shared with them a story of when I was a paper boy. When I was young, maybe 15 years old, I delivered papers, and there was this one dog on the paper route that wanted to eat me. Now, when I say eat me, I'm not talking about like it started chasing me from 100 yards away, barking and growling and whatnot. No, it would sneak up to me and jump at me from point blank range out of a bush and try to nom on me. All right. So I couldn't understand because I like dogs and I never did anything to this particular dog. But one day I was collecting from the owner of the dog. And on the other side of the door was the dog that wanted to eat me. And as I gave the owner of the dog his newspaper, he rolls it up and he swats the dog with it. And everything became crystal clear at that moment. The dog didn't hate me. He hated that I was the person that delivered the instrument of his punishment. And of course, the dog is not going to bite the hand that feeds him. So the whole thing is that, people take a long time to change. And these people that the CEO was now responsible for, they were the beat dog. Okay. And it's going to take a long, long time for them to change their way and their belief in the new way. And I just told the CEO that he's got to be the water on the rock. The rock will succumb to the water. It's just going to take time and constant pressure.
Thanks so much, Joe. It's been great. Answer is be the water on the rock. This has been Masters of the Obvious. Here's the outro. Masters of the Obvious outro.